So this is more like muscle and this is more like fat. Hey guys, okay, so I've got a question on YouTube, and this one is from Shayank Vasava. So his question is it possible to convert fat into muscle? Okay, so no man, you cannot convert fat to muscle, because fat and muscle are two different tissues. Okay, you cannot convert muscle to fat and you cannot convert fat to muscle. This, what you have in the body, this is muscle, which is more dense and thick, right? It's more shaped up. And this is fat. So anything which is loose and flabby in the body, that's pretty much fat, okay? Now muscle enhances your metabolism, right? Muscle is a lot more thicker, right? And when you compare the size of the muscle tissue to your fat tissue, muscle tissue is a lot more smaller in size, but it weighs the same. So it's like comparing rock to cotton. Not literally, but you get the picture, right? What I'm trying to say is muscle occupies very less space and fat occupies a lot larger space, in spite of the fact they both may have the same weight. For example, this is 200 grams, this is rock, right? And this is also 200 grams, which is cotton, right? So they both weigh the same, but they occupy a different space, right? So this is more like muscle and this is more like fat. So they both occupy different amount of space in the body. When you have more the amount of lean muscle tissue, you look a lot more slimmer, you look a lot more leaner, you look a lot more athletic, right? But when you have more amount of fat tissue, you look a lot more flabbier, you look a lot more fatter, right? So they both are two different tissues. If you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to lose body fat, then if you have more amount of muscle, it will help, because muscle will fasten your fat loss process or your weight loss process, because muscle, in order to survive itself in the body, it has to keep on burning calories. So more the amount of muscle you have, faster is your calorie burning capacity or your metabolism, right? On the other hand, more the amount of fat you have, more is the amount of dead weight in the body. And more the amount of dead weight in the body you have, more fat or more weight you will gain over a period of time. So it's sort of a vicious cycle when you start putting on fat weight. But my point is that if you're trying to get in shape, the idea is to put on more muscle tissue and reduce your fat weight over a period of time. The simplest and the fastest way to gain lean muscle tissue is to exercise, because your muscle, it depends on a principle of use and disuse. So if you use your muscle, it will stay in the body. If you do not use a muscle, it will simply diminish or atrophy with time, right? And the best way, like I said, to gain lean muscle tissue is to do a lot of strength training. Strength training is apparently the fastest, but you can do other forms of exercise also, which will also help you to build lean muscle tissue. In order to reduce body fat, this is slightly a tricky one, because in combination with the exercise, you would have to work a lot more on your diet. So when I say diet, you would have to pretty much avoid everything that leads to accumulation of body fat, right? So you cannot be having food which is high in saturated fat. You cannot be having fried food. You cannot have food which is very high in sugar content, because all these things lead to accumulation of body fat. But yeah, to answer your question, you cannot convert muscle tissue to fat tissue, and you cannot convert fat tissue to muscle tissue, because they both are two different tissues entirely. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. And if you have a comment, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comment box below. If you'd like to consult me personally, do check out Body Transformation Program on the website. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to watch more videos, then do subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you guys next time. Till then, for me, bye-bye.